But also it's how you layer it. So, I mean, it's a general format you layer it. So, first thing you do is assess someone. You never guess. I always look at someone like yourself, look sporty, but you might have a real problem around the knee and be really good in the core and stuff. Oh, there we are. So, but you need to assess someone to know what can someone do. So when we do it, like, we'll do at least an hour and a half assessment. So we'll do about 180 orthopedic tests. So we test the foot, the knee, the ankle, the core, the pelvic, everything, posture, movement patterns. And we'll go in the studio for about half hour or so, and we'll do that with everyone. You know, regardless if they're super fit or not. And you get a real overview of, right, these are where we need to work on, how we're going to work on that, and you design that. But with exercise, you have to go through the bits. So you've got to work on posture. You know, what's the point of whapping muscle on a body like that? You're going to just injure them. You've got to look at flexibility. You've got to look at general movement, core conditioning, general strength. And when you start to layer that, so then you start to add things like power and put explosive movement. So most of the classes are plyometrics, right? Jumping around. You're explosively moving your body, trying to control it. If you can't control your body just doing that, there's no way you're controlling it flipping a tyre. Yeah? So you have to layer it in. And so plyometrics is generally the last stage you would build into someone. Plyometrics and explosive strength, power, high levels of endurance, you build that in. But if you don't build the foundations first, it's a recipe for disaster. So you see that with someone who's just naturally sporty. You know, we might say, right, just rub this, but your movement's fantastic. They're the type of person who goes to a boot camp with, and I'm talking about people who don't know what they're doing. There's always good people in all fields, don't get me wrong, but they've just gotten flipping tires, and because they move well, great. They might even do it in good form, right? But your tissues need to be strong enough to take the pressure anyway. So that's why I say plyometrics, in general, high intensity plyometrics you shouldn't do till you've done at least sort of 2 to 3 years of strength training, because you know, you might get someone to do, say flip a tire with perfect form, and it gets a stress fracture because the bones weren't strong enough. If you're looking to treat someone with osteoporosis is really straightforward. You've got to get the fat in the diet because calcium is fat soluble. You cannot absorb fat into your bones without calcium. That's why a low fat diet is like osteoporosis dream. Yeah, this makes it worse because you can't absorb calcium. But then ultimately what you've got to do is put stress under gravity, which is weight training. Yeah. Now it might start with body weight. There's nothing wrong with body weight because I mean most gymnasts are incredible athletes and most of their work's body weight, so you can't say body weight's bad, but you've got to put gravity through it. So we'll give someone with osteoporosis things like deadlifts and stuff, all in a safe way and so on. So you put a bit of strain through those bones and they mineralise stronger. Yeah, that's why things like the calci-chew and stuff don't even slow down osteoporosis, let alone cure it. But yeah, with the exercise, I said class environments, you can have different skills there. People know what they're doing. I say the intent's good, but it's not the best basis for all of their form of exercise. A lot of imbalances. You know, I see loads of people who do core conditioning and doing all the scissor stuff, and I go, it's not doing anything to your core, it's just your hip flexors. And for that person, your hip flexors are pulling your pelvis like that, and that's why you keep blowing your disc out every 6 months. You know, those imbalances.